Welcome, my conscious family. The sun is shining like crazy. But this is my favorite spot to shoot videos, by the way. Anyways, today I want to talk about something that my client recently asked me. And it was about how can I believe that the money is coming if I don't see any evidence? And before I continue, I want to say that it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you're trying to manifest, whether it's money, relationship, job, or friendships, or whatever, health, like whatever it is. These messages and these knowledge and wisdom and tools that I will share today with you in this video, you can implement them in anything. Before I continue, I want to say welcome to everybody who is new. I love seeing the growth of the family, and I would appreciate if you would follow, subscribe, that's the same, like the video if you take anything from it, and of course explore. I have, I think, 5 playlists where I shared so much about manifestation, education, my journey, how I moved to Bali, also some of my personal journey of my clients, wins of my clients, and also intuitive messages and tarot readings from spirit. So if you feel called to, you have many things to explore and to have fun and to enjoy and get inspired and find something meaningful for you today. So everything is filming. I hope the sound is also good. And let's continue. Wow, it's crazy. But the sun will soon set. Anyways, one of the teachings that I like to listen to whenever I feel I catch myself that I'm trying to find the evidence. There are 2 books from Neville Goddard. One of them is The Power of Intention is Dr. Wayne Dyer. Sorry. Um, Consciousness. I'm trying to translate them because they are in Serbian, and one of them is conscious state of consciousness, and the other one is imagination, the power of imagination. And these books state everything that I truly believe in. And one of the sentences I love is, the only true reality is your state of consciousness. And I love this so much because this is the truth. That's why we have so many different experiences in different locations in this Mother Earth. So many people are living different realities. Someone is really struggling and suffering, and someone is, making money with ease, traveling and living their best life and being happy, of course. And why this is because of the state of consciousness. We have individual consciousness and we have the collective consciousness, but it all starts with you. Everything you see outside of you was first in someone's mind, in someone's consciousness, and that's how it was created in the 3D reality. And one of the things that I told my client when she said this, I think it's the most important thing that helped me and my clients, of course, so much, is that whatever your senses perceive outside of you has already been manifested. So, hence, this is the past. So, why are you trying to find the evidence in the past when you are currently changing yourself? When you change yourself from the inside and you change the way you see yourself, you change your perspective, you connect with your intuition, you talk to God, you ask for guidance. You don't need to seek evidence because in the 3D is the evidence of your past states of consciousness. And this is the trap that many people fall into, thinking that thinking that finding evidence is somehow going to show them that they are on the right track. But that's not the truth, because I want to use an object so I can show you. I don't have any object here, but maybe I can try with this one. Okay, let's try. We have Frida Kahlo here. I don't know if, hopefully, I can use this. This is for mugs. Anyways, let's say her hair is the 5D or 4D or however you want to call it. Neville Goddard was referring to the 4D, fourth dimension, and her face is the 3D, the physical dimension. So what you need to understand is her hair is the non-physical. Abraham was talking about vortex. Dr. Wayne Dyer was talking about the field of intention. Neville Goddard was talking about, let me see how much, 10%, it's enough. Neville Goddard talks about the field, the fourth dimension. However you want to call it, this is the non-physical, and this is the physical, her face. And while you are changing here, and what I mean the non-physical, how it happens. For example, let's take the money situation. You want to manifest more money. You send this message to the universe, to God. You say, I want more money. So the desire is there. So that's the first step. The desire needs to exist. The desire for change, the desire for something new. What I want you to understand is that it's already manifested. The minute, the second you have a desire, it is already manifested in the non-physical. The way, the timeline in which you have whatever it is that you want already exists in the non-physical. Now, you want to experience this in the physical realm. In order to experience this in the physical realm, you need to align. You need to align with this reality, with this timeline. How you align with the shift of your perspective, with the shift of your state of consciousness. So it's already manifested. You don't need to control and figure out a way and make bazillion strategies. It's done. Your only job is to align energetically with this timeline. And the way you do it, first of all, you need to have faith in all of this that I'm teaching here. I am someone who finally truly embodies this wisdom. That's why if someone tells me, no, we don't want to work with you, we don't like you, we don't like your project, or someone, a romantic interest tells me, no, I don't like you, I like someone else, I can be sad about it. I can be, sad, but it's not going to ruin my world because I understand how the creation works. And I truly 100% believe in this. So when I have a desire and I want to align with it, I ask myself, how can I believe that this is possible? I open my mind to all the possibilities, to all the ways that the money can come into my life. Sometimes I would even write down on the piece of paper all the ways money can come. And this is not to say that the money will come in those ways, because God works in mysterious ways and He knows best. But this is just for you to open your mind to every single possibility. Not every single, two more possibilities. And I also then I ask myself, okay, let me ask my intuition, let me connect with myself. What do I intuitively feel I need to change in order to experience this? Because if I didn't need to change anything, then nothing changes. If nothing changes, nothing changes. So we need to change something in order to experience a different outcome. So I ask myself, okay, intuitively, what I feel, and it would come to me. Of course, now I channel messages. I am very intuitive, and I worked on it. And I'm going to give you the tools in the end of the video. Please, if you're struggling with this, watch until the end. I promise you, this will shift your perspective. I ask my intuition, what do I think, what do I feel I need to change in order to manifest this reality? And it will come to me. It would come to me. Release control, work more on your goals, have more fun, stop hanging out with that friend, spend more time alone. Like, it will come to me. Sometimes I can use tarot, but honestly, now I practice it so much that it just comes to me like a clear voice, a sentence. This is how I receive messages, like a sentence. It comes to me. And then I know, okay, this is what I need to do. And it changes. It's not always the same. It's not like every single moment in your life when you want to manifest money, it will be in the same way. Sometimes your intuition will tell you, you know what? Your job is actually keeping you small. You need to start your own business. Sometimes your intuition will tell you, you know what? You should actually not work for some time and just like spend time with yourself and have fun with your friends, because you don't know in which way is going to be the best, but God will find a way, the best way possible, if you move out of the way. If you move out of the way. And when I say that, I mean if you stop controlling, if you stop trying to micromanage everything in life, because it doesn't work that way. It doesn't. I am a Capricorn. I am an earth sign. I am my sun is earth, my rising is Virgo, my moon is in Taurus, and I am very practical, very disciplined, very focused, very not very materialistic, but I know how to materialize things. But I needed to learn how to let go of control. I was so much in my head, preoccupied, worried about bazillion things, so much worry in my mind all the time. And this was sabotaging my manifestations. This was sabotaging everything, my mental health, my health in general. And I finally released this control because from from all this knowledge, from all this wisdom, from all the work with my clients, from from all the tools, I finally embodied this truth. And the truth is, the more you control, the less you're going to enjoy life, and the less you're going to be able then to manifest what it is that you want. So the answer is to understand, first of all, it is already done. You don't need to create a strategy plan. But here is the truth. If you feel intuitively again that you should make a strategy plan, then that is the way you are going to manifest. Or sometimes when we create those lists, strategies, our mind opens up for the possibility in which the money can come. So when you create a strategy for your business, you actually send a message. I believe this is possible. But I'm telling you, this is just energetically moving you and aligning you, because your state of consciousness is changing. You have a new belief in your subconscious. Hey, this is actually possible, because you see the strategy in front of you. But what then can happen? You can receive the money in the most craziest way possible. Not through the way of your strategy for your business, but you needed to create a strategy because it was changing your energy. So energy is everything. Nikola Tesla, his sentence is, if you want to know the secrets of the universe, think in terms of frequency, energy, and vibration. And this is the truth. So you don't need to think about it. Like, you can, as I'm saying, like, I like to think about it. I'm practical. I like to see all the different ways the money can come. I like to think about who are my friends. I have a list in my notes of my friends. Like, I am a weirdo, right? Like, I'm super weird. But this is just opening my mind, and this is helping me to see, hey, there is so many people, there is so many opportunities. Um, but the point is that the only work that you need to do is, how can I align? And when I say align, I mean spiritually, energetically, mindset, intuition, trust, faith, surrender, all of those things. That's alignment. When you surrender, when you detach from the outcome. And yeah, so let's go back to this picture here. My mom will kill me. She's obsessed with Frida Kahlo. We have 50 faces of Frida Kahlo in her apartment. It's really crazy. Anyways, so and this tattoo, by the way, is for my mama because she always painted eyes. And this is, I have a brother and sister and me, so it's my mother, like always watching after us. Because some people ask me about my tattoo, so it's for my mom. I love her so much, and she's the best mom in the world. So it's done. The manifestation, the timeline in which you are living, that it's finished. Your job is to align. But what is important here to know? It will take some time for the manifestation to come down. Let's say even that her neck is the 3D and her hair is the 4D or 5D or however you want, non-physical, right? So it's manifested in the non-physical. And you are looking here at the evidence, but the neck, this evidence is past, right? Your senses are sending you signals from the outside, from past, from what has already been manifested. Because now, when I say now, it's already, this moment is already gone. So it's already the past. So you are under no circumstances should look for the evidence in the 3D. Under no circumstances. Okay. Under no circumstances. I'm not even kidding, because no, it doesn't matter if you lose your job, if you are, whatever happens, it's just showing you something from the past, and this is only a message for you to continue on your journey, and you should just continue to align. So it doesn't matter, I am telling you, because people fall in this trap. They are trying to manifest something, and then they lose their job, or their car breaks and they need to pay for something, for service, and they think, oh my god, like, I'm aligning so much energetically, but I'm seeing this in my 3D, so this must means that it's not working. But that's not the case, because sometimes, for example, if your car broke and you go to this service to repair it, there is going to be a person who's going to offer you the job, double your salary. So you don't know, but the trick is that when you say to yourself, this is the proof that it's not working, you are stopping the way in which the money would come. Your energy is not aligned, is not matching the timeline anymore, and you're blocking the manifestation. I'm going to continue on this message, but I just want to say, if you want to work with me to manifest, follow your intuition. Intuition is the only wisdom, the only inner wisdom um, I wanted to say succumb. I don't know if that's the word. But if you want to learn how to follow your intuition to manifest your goals, which is to help others awaken, to follow your purpose, then definitely you can work on me one-on-one. I have amazing clients who manifested their dream jobs, their purposes, money coming out of nowhere, and so many different things. So definitely you can fill out the form in the description box down below and book your free consultation. You can also join the 7-week transformational journey called The Main Character, in which you will get the activation which I intuitively created especially for you, to embody the main character, which is basically everything I talk about on this channel. So if you want to, learn more about me and see if you feel my energy, just watch other videos. Um, so you can feel, intuitively if we are a match. Okay, again, also, if you found something meaningful here and you're watching the video, I do appreciate a lot the exchange of energy. Like the video, subscribe, it helps me to continue to create these free videos for you. So I'm telling you this, and I'm going to give you an example. I didn't want this video to last that long. That's why I'm like kind of like rushing. But I think in the future I need to start in the morning so I have so much time to explain. Recently, I was in the gym, and this is a small example, but it's gonna help you. And I was thinking, I had a thought. I wish, I wish there was someone that would drive me home. I feel so tired to now go barefoot, go by foot. And I just had this thought, right? And for some reason, I hear a voice turn back, and I turn back and I see my neighbor in a car. And I say, hi, neighbor, which I normally don't do. I'm someone who doesn't really like to say hi to neighbors. If they don't see me, I'm like in my own world. And he was like, hey, Rena, like, do you want to, like, come in the car? Like, I'm hanging out. We live in the same building. And it got me thinking, this is exactly what I'm talking about today. It's a very simple thing. It's a very simple desire, but it's the same principle. The universe doesn't care if you want to manifest a free ride home or you want to manifest a marriage or $1 million. So, first, there was a desire, there was a thought, I wish. Second, there was no opposing thought, there was no control. I didn't really care much if I'm going to go by foot. There was no control, there was no forcing. I was open to this idea, and I entertained this idea for a while. I was like, oh, wouldn't it be nice to now have like a car or something, like a taxi, pick me up, to get my home. And the third, I want you to understand that if I was in control and if I had a lot of doubts about it and just like, oh my God, it's not gonna happen, it's never happened for me, I wouldn't notice my neighbor. This is how the subconscious works. This is how the mindset works. This is how intuition works. This is how manifestation works. There are so many possibilities, but the more you control, the less you're open to see them. That's why I talked about the car situation. Because when something like that happens, you just need to stay focused. I promise you it will work out. Because when you say it's never gonna happen, this is it, it's finished, you're blocking it. And I know it's not easy. And I'm not saying that you're never gonna manifest anything if you control. I do still sometimes control. And you still can manifest some things even when you control. But I'm just saying that life is magical, full of miracles when you release the control and you surrender and you go in the waves of life like a surfer. You bend, you're flexible, you're open minded, you're open hearted. You make mistakes, you apologize, you go again. That's what life is about. And yeah, so basically, that's the message. It's done. Yeah, the waiting period. So let's say this is the 3D, right? This is the waiting period. The waiting period is not the actual time, but it's alignment. So I cannot tell you, if you want to manifest $1 million, you need to wait 5 years, because no one knows that. Because it's not about divine timing, is not about a time, it's about alignment. So sometimes the manifestations happen instantly, like how I manifested this free ride from my neighbor. Or sometimes manifestations take time because it takes us time to fully align energetically with this. And again, how you align is having the faith, the trust, surrendering, believing that it's possible, opening your mind, opening your heart, how you can do that, whenever the doubt comes in, um, you don't go into it, but you do something to shift it. You read a book, you listen to podcasts, you do breath work, you go for a walk, you listen to my videos, you call a friend. Like, you do something to bring back your faith. You don't just let yourself stay in the doubt. And then the more you practice, the more you train your mind, the more it will be easier, and you will change your beliefs in that way. Repetition really works when it comes to beliefs. The more you repeat something to yourself, it becomes your reality. So don't look for the evidence. It doesn't matter. You can have one day zero on your bank account, and the next day you can have $5,000 on your bank account. So don't get trapped in these societal conditions and norms, looking for the evidence in the 3D. Like, those are for the people who are sleeping. They don't understand how the reality works. And you're not one of them. If you're on my channel, you're not one of them. So why are you acting like one? I'm calling you out here, but I'm just being honest. Like, if you're here on my channel, I call my channel my conscious family. So you're conscious, you're aware that everything starts from within. Everything starts from us. So why do you need evidence? You don't need any evidence. You really don't. The only evidence you need is the feeling. You feel aligned. You finally feel like it's coming. You trust it. You follow your intuition. You feel lighter. You're having more fun. You're more in the flow. You're following your purpose. This is the only evidence you actually need to know if your manifestation is coming. The 3D can change overnight. Okay, I'm gonna go now. My mother is up and I wanna talk to her about something. Write down in the comments what you think about it, and also take this intention, take this time to write down in the comments: I am aligned with my highest timeline. Let's manifest this together. I am aligned with my highest timeline. Okay, guys, I hope this was helpful. I love you so much. I'm so grateful for you. This is my purpose. This is my mission here on earth, and nothing makes me happier than connecting with you. If you want to follow me on Instagram, my journey, my travels, you can do so in the description box down below. And stay conscious and remember to have fun.